What's up guys, it's Jamar from Jamar Alexis Photography, and on this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to separate the subject from the background of your pictures. It's a real easy beginner tip that'll take your photo editing skills to the next level because you can play around with just the subject or just the background without messing with both. As always, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel. All my videos are 5 minutes or less, so get your timers ready. Let's jump right into it. All right, guys, so what you're seeing on my screen right now is the raw image. This is the image that's taken straight from my camera with no edits. The next tab over is actually what I personally decided to do with it. Like I said, this is a very beginner's edit, very easy and very simple to do. So the first thing you want to do is create a duplicate of your background layer. So on a Mac, you do this by hitting Command J. And as you see right here, I just duplicated that layer. I believe on a Windows PC, it would be Control and J. You always want to create a duplicate layer just in case, worst case scenario, you mess everything up, you can always go back to normal. The next step of what you want to do is select your subject. So now we're about to separate myself from the backdrop. First thing, you're going to select the new duplicate layer and you're going to click select up top. After clicking select, you're going to click subject. And what this does is Photoshop is automatically selecting the subject of your picture. There you go. What Photoshop is doing here is trying to cut out the shadow. So while it may look like it's cutting off portions of my sleeve, if you look towards the lower left, it's actually cutting off the shadow that's in the background. Now there are portions in which it did select this shadow. So what you can do is you can edit it. So towards the left, you're going to select the quick selection tool. Just as a beginner's tip as well, if you hover your mouse over any of them, it pretty much shows you what the tool is and how to use it. So using the quick selection tool, we can add or subtract. If you look up on the top over here, you have plus, you have minus, and then you have size, hardness, and other features as well. So to subtract portion of the shadow, you're going to change it to minus and click areas where it's not really part of me, rather part of the shadow. If it over selects, you can always just Control Z. On a Mac, Command and Z. Since this is a beginner's video, I'm not going to do it in its perfection, as that would take a lot of time, but you guys get the gist of it. One last thing, what I always personally do, just to make it cleaner when you're doing the edits, sometimes you're going to edit just the background, just the subject, or both of them differently. You want to click select, modify, expand. Personally, what I always do is I expand it by 3 pixels. This literally expands your selection on Photoshop. And then you're going to click select, modify, and feather. And then I personally feather 1 pixel. Again, this just works to create a cleaner image. You want to make sure everything's selected. Now you're going to hold Command and J to create this new layer. And as you see on the lower right corner, you have it. If you deselect all the rest of the layers, you can see what you've selected, which again, for the purposes of the video, isn't the cleanest selection, but you guys get the point. Now, what you want to do is select the inverse. This is going to be the background of your picture. So this is much easier. Since you've already selected, feathered, expanded, that's a selection. What you want to do is hold Control or Command and click on the layer. Then you're going to go up top, click select, inverse, and what this does is it automatically selects everything that's not selected. Now you're going to do the same thing. Make sure you're selecting layer 1, your duplicate layer, and you're going to hold Command and J. What this does is now you just selected just the background. Like I said, this is a very easy beginner's tip because now you get to use filters on just the background or just the subject. You're able to use color mixers, color gradings in order to play with the picture, whatever it is you want to do to the picture, and you can create brand new images as I just did in 2 seconds. So like I said before, this is a very easy tip that all beginners can use. You just learned it in 5 minutes or less. I definitely want to see some of the shots that you guys edit using this tip. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment whether or not you thought this video was helpful. Also, let me know what other tips you guys want to see. Until next time. you.